Hey guys, I'm back. It's Professor Omni. Yeah, so this is a part two to who I am, who I be. What I was thinking of, obviously, I'm new to this, so I was thinking of making some sort of structure. So we'll have segments and whatnot, and I'll come up with something. So I did come up with an idea. Every single episode, I'll call this. I'll uh, I'll give you guys a story, I suppose, of something supernatural, something, yeah, beyond normal. Yeah, and we can go from there. We can see how it progresses, and yeah, you guys feel free also to leave in the comments something that's happened to you as well. We can compare, try and make sense of all of it as well. At one point, I started writing a book years ago on these kind of subjects. Basically, right. So the title is called "The Land of Nod: Explorations of Time." Uh, sorry, Explorations of the Mind. Sorry, it's a long time ago. Yeah, Land of Nod: Explorations of the Mind, and it's to do with it's given a brief explanation. A brief, and I say brief, I mean brief, even though it might be worded quite long and stuff. But in terms of, yeah, an explanation for these kind of things, it's very small. Um, of like the supernatural in terms of anything from dreams, like normal dreams. What's the word? It would be multitude of business, which is a biblical word, but at the same time it has pretty good meaning because it just means like it's things you would see during the day, and then it would compile, and then your mind would process it and change it into obviously some sort of a dream where to tear. Fun fact, and they probably won't be able to prove this so quick, but the dream world, um, in its essence, in its vibration, is actually faster than the speed of light. And we will be getting into speeds eventually as well. Something that's not spoken about, which is in fact, no, I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna mention that at all because, yeah, I think it'll be good to just save that for a bit. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna get into some interesting things. We're gonna get into the tech as well, the ideas behind some of my tech. Like, let's see that guy over there. Yeah, uh, that one over there. That one there, and that one there, and then that one underneath as well. Yeah, we'll get into all of that. Uh, into obviously my thoughts on things like gravity, theory of gravity. Um, it's still not proven. Well, as far as I'm aware, it's still not proven anyway. It's still a theory, but they're trying to push. They're trying to, in conversations and stuff, people would say certain things like, um, yeah, the gravity, like equals this equals that kind of thing. But in reality, we know that there are forces. Like I use logical deduction, by the way, which if you guys need to explain what I mean by that, I can explain that as well. What I mean by logical deduction is it's almost like using mathematics calculation algorithms in to some degree, um, to like quantify reason, and make sense of certain things. Don't wash my hair. That's why I'm now the hooded professor right now. But yeah. Uh, so logical deduction for me would be like all right. So on Instagram, by the way, guys, and you guys can check that out if you want. It's I put it on my page, but I'll say it to you guys now as well. It's Professor Omni VSP. So you just at me on there, and then you can have a look and stuff. I've just started off that series. It's a short little series on the numbers 1 to 9. Um, what I feel their meaning is, what their meaning has been for me, to me, the vibration behind the meanings, and the numbers themselves. So yeah, we'll get into that as well. That'd be pretty good. Um, yeah, so you guys just give me a selection of what you guys want to hear. I've been speaking to my cousin actually. eventually, not nothing yet, but eventually, I'm not sure how far in the future. So yeah, don't rest and hold your breath for nothing. But eventually, I will have a setup where I can have guests and stuff, and we'll have conversation and chats, and yeah, because this is all about conversating really, debating if must be, but obviously non-judgmental. I'm not trying to judge anybody. I don't really find myself as a judgmental person, so I would like to see myself as that anyway. If I am, guilty of that, then I apologize. But you live and you learn kind of thing. So I'll talk about things like conscious awareness, which is different than like, all right, so I'll go into that a little bit, and if you guys want to ask questions, you can go ahead. But for me, like there's a saying, knowledge is power. Um, for me, knowledge is not power. For me, awareness is power, because for me, knowledge is just information, and we're made of information, and essentially we're made of the information of the omniverse. So therefore, in essence, we know everything there is to know. But the difference is that we're not aware of the things that we know. And I wouldn't say scary thing for me, but yeah, all right, I'll say it. The scary thing for me is how uh you know the world seeks knowledge, and they go through the science, the mainstream scientific method, of breaking everything down to its fine. It's like it's subatomic levels, if you could. Yeah, they just want to work out how everything is, but they're doing it through physical means. um to touch on speed, which I didn't mention, but I will mention it now. The speed, so basically speed, people don't know this, but speed has a limit. um and that is classed as the speed, well, I class it as the speed of speed. um and you cannot achieve the speed of speed. You cannot reach the speed of speed through physical means. It's impossible. And the reason why it's impossible is because of what happens as you reach the speed of speed. Yeah, but that I'm leaving for another time. We can definitely get into that. If you guys are interested, let me know. Yeah, hit subscribe, hit like, share as well, please. Like, yeah, I want to get some debate, some conversation going. I think it's about time, like, that we had some good conversation on the net. It's 2019, 219. It's coming to the end as well. We're at the end, near the end of September and stuff. So we need to, start growing as a people. Yeah. So I think conversations about the things that people like the naysayers and all the people might say, oh yeah, this is a load of nonsense. There's no scientific evidence and that doesn't make it not real. Basically, um, I would say definitely that I'm a creationist, and I'm all for creation in that sense instead of uh, evolution. I mean, evolution's got a certain tone and a certain vibration to it. So for me, I would say adapting, because the way I see it, if evolution or evolution, if you want to, however you want to say it, is a truth, it's a fact, then why do we not see something in between of the so-called primate? You know, that whole primordial soup kind of thing that was made from supposed two, I don't know, two things, or nothing made two of something, and then they collided together. Now, how does that make sense? Like logically, that doesn't make sense. So, like I was saying before, I use logical deduction, and in my logical mind, it doesn't make sense to me. How you can't? Where does the nothing come from? You know, and where did these two? How did these two molecules, or whatever the case may be, come to be? Who created them? Because at the end of the day, a big bang effect can actually be proof of a let there be light moment, you know. So I'm definitely all for the creators, and I will go into that on an Instagram, and yeah, I'll divulge into that a bit deeper, and explain about basically the numbers of 1 to 3, which are very important. 1 and 3 as well, obviously very important. But yeah, yeah, check it out. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, and if you guys got any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm here. Yeah, it's your main man, Professor Omni, signing off. Peace.